Hi there, I'm Kiera Walls and this is Alexander Cumming. Both of us are artists for the game team Blackout Games and will be presenting as such. So, who are Blackout Games? We're a small team of 5 students that consists of 2 artists, 1 GDPM, 1 programmer and 1 audio engineer. Alexander and myself came onto the project as the newest team artist and started working alongside the other team members to recreate the art for the game Pathogen.
What is Pathogen? Pathogen is a medical-based game created for medical students from the University of St Andrews. The game is based around the identification of diseases and illnesses patients may bring into the hospital, where you quarantine them and keep them alive for as long as you can, where you desperately try to hunt for a cure with limited time and budget. It's quite similar to that of Theme Hospital, a classic hospital-based strategy game that follows similar game mechanics, but ours being more serious in tone and feel. As the 3D environment artist, I create the majority of the assets and props used for the game. I first create the asset in Maya before taking it into Substance Painter, where it will be textured and then exported out into Unity, where our programmer, Corey, will create the environment using them.
As the game's other artist, I've mainly been doing generalist work that is mostly 2D. I've been creating the concept art and working with Alexander to create a colour scheme and style for the game's assets, and have dabbled a little in 3D modelling aspect, but nothing is in the game. Most of the work I've produced for the game has been logo design for the game's title, the team's name, the logo design, and I've currently been working on our user interface. Alongside all of this, there has been some blueprint modelling in 3D from a grid layout concept I had created to bring some insight to how the hospital's grid system could work. The user interface is quite similar to the Pathogen logo I created, to which it has a glowing border to give the game a sci-fi feel about it. Our audience for the game was originally going to be for the medical students spoken about earlier in the presentation, but because of some decisions that were made, it was decided that we were going to be making the game for mobile, and this meant our audience had grown much larger. So we tried to focus on people that were mainly mobile users. The audience that we were ranging in terms of age was going to be adults due to how serious the overall ambience of the game would be.
In terms of networking, we're mainly using Facebook to update people supporting the game. This consists of showing updates of current builds, new 2D or 3D artwork, if the team is doing any testing, and what we're doing out with the project. Twitter, however, is going to be one of our new communication platforms that will hopefully inform more people about our game and attract a wider audience. Once the game is at least an alpha, we hope to have prominent members of the Twitch streaming community try our game to hopefully build interest and eventually a larger player base once it becomes more public. During the start of the semester, we as a team were looking into having our game funded from our clients that worked in the St Andrews University Medical Department. And even though there was a chance of being funded through Creative Scotland, once the client had applied for the funding, there was another opportunity that had arisen when a company called Mercia had come to our university looking for potential candidates to fund as an experiment. They created a pool of funds that our university could use to fund student projects. Due to the level of success through the presentation given by our GDPM Scott, Mercia liked our game, and that was when the secondary possibility of funding came to the table.
Our only competition we could find were 2 game companies, one being Oxymoron Games' Project Hospital, which has similar game mechanics involving finding cures, building management, and strategy to save as many people in-game as possible, while Endemic's Plague Inc. is a very popular mobile game based around disease and infection. Our game, however, still has a lot of differences in terms of interface, colour palettes, and again, overall game ambience.